I saw a real estate agent comment on one of my videos saying, like, you don't have to be making $250,000 to get a house. Yes, you do.
Oh man, here we go again. Y'all ready? Let's go.
No one can buy a house anymore. Prices are insane, so we're pushed into renting. And then
Mm,
rent gets so expensive it eats everything, so that stops working too. So we try to adapt. We buy an RV, something cheaper, something simple, and suddenly it's illegal to live in it. Not because it's dangerous, just because it is. So we move into our cars, keep quiet, try to survive, and then that's illegal too. And now you go homeless, living on the street, and you know what? That's illegal too. At some point, you
man,
realize it's not about housing, it's about control, because every direction you turn, there's a rule waiting, and the only thing you're really not allowed to do anymore is exist without permission.
man, how y'all doing? Whoo, that's a crazy reality, ain't it? And just to think, this is actually the reality for some people. This is actually some people actually going through this right now. They make everything illegal. Everything. So now what? Now it's illegal to be on the street. Well, you've exhausted all of my options. I have no more options, sir. I genuinely I pray for those individuals. Um because I don't wish that on nobody. I see these content creators, pushing the whole live in a storage unit or live in a tent. You know what I'm saying? I've come across it, so it's like, man, it's gotten to that point where it's like live in a storage unit. Wow. I kind of just sit back and really just count my blessings, and it really makes me so appreciative of my situation and where I'm at, and how not to take nothing for granted. You can't take nothing for granted. You don't want to take nothing for granted.
A lot of young people are saying housing is way too expensive. Why is
It
that? It's
is.
because we flooded the country with 30 million illegal immigrants who were taking houses that ought by right go to American citizens. And at the same time, we weren't building enough new houses to begin with, even for the population that we had. So what we're doing is trying to make it easier to build houses, trying to make it easier to build factories and things
Mm.
like that so that people have good jobs. We're also getting all of those illegal aliens out of our country, and you're already seeing it start to pay some dividends. Let me give you a very clear statistical example. Under the Biden administration, the price of a new home literally doubled in 4 years. It went up 100%. Under the Trump
Mm.
administration, housing and rent prices are up about 1 to 2%. That's actually in line with what you would like to see. So again, we inherited a disaster. We're very mindful of the fact that there's a lot of work to do, but I think that we've made great progress.
How do you feel about that? Does that not make you angry? It's crazy how high these prices have gotten. I never thought I would see the day where the the average citizen couldn't go and buy a house. Like, since when? Can someone answer that for me? I mean, that's what they told us when I was growing up. You go to school, you go to college, you graduate from college, you get married, you buy a house, you live happily ever after. That was the life, the American dream that I've been told, sold, and I'm quite sure millions of others.
Know this much is true.
Ain't this a time to be alive right now? These are crazy times, ain't it? Remember the times when you thought 2,100 a month was too expensive? Let me tell you something. I'm so used to cheap rent that when it was time to buy this house, I thought what I paid was too much, and it ain't even nowhere near 2,100. It's less, believe it or not, by quite a few hundred. And I thought that was expensive. 2,100. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't want to pay that. Right now, people will be happy to get that price. Phew. Man.
So I understand, as a real estate agent, as a dealership person, you have to make money. I get it. If you don't make money, then you're not going anywhere. I mean, granted, I think that their jobs are like hit or miss with what they make because they don't have a base. A lot of them don't, or they have a shitty base. What I'm trying to get at is, I saw a real estate agent comment on one of my videos saying, like, you don't have to be making $250,000 to get a house. Yes, you do. There's actual real estate agents making videos saying that is what has to happen. And then on top of it, like, how are you as a real estate agent, like, okay with somebody buying a house knowing that they have to spend like $7,000 per month?
Is that a trick question? You should already know the answer to that. Real estate agents are just like car salesmen. They have a quota. They have terms. They have conditions that they have to meet. And they have money that they have to make. They don't care how much another person is paying a month. They're trying to sell that house. They're trying to sell that property. As long as they are in the range that they're qualified for, they're going to push that. That's what it is. It's always been that. Continue.
On the house. It's just like a car. The only difference is between cars and houses is that there are plenty of ways to get a car, and I personally think that the dealers that sell, like, let's say a brand new driver, like a 2026 vehicle, you just don't give a fuck about the person because that monthly payment is going to be through the roof. But houses, it's like, it's hard because there's such a shortage because of the market that we're in right now with how, like, people, like, if you sell your home on Long Island right now, you're selling it like 200,000-300,000 over what it should be. But then to buy another house, you can't do. You can't do on Long Island. If you do, you're not going to be making profit like you used to be. So either you have to move down south or you just have to keep your house forever.
Yep.
So I don't know. I just think the real estate agents that are actually selling houses right now, not really to like house flippers per se, but maybe to the people that are like just trying to make ends meet. I don't know. I just think to be a real estate agent, at least right now, you have to just be a little selfish and for yourself, or you have to have a side hustle where you're not just a real estate agent because this market is just not it.
Man, real estate agent and a side hustle. That's what the economy has come down to. That's what we're looking at right now. Something got to shake. Something got to happen. We got to figure it out. But something has to happen. This is too much. This is too much to sustain. Pretty soon, no one is going to have homes. No one is going to own homes. No one. And that was always supposed to be the dream, right? Y'all making it damn hard.
I work in finance, and a lot of people have been asking me what my opinions are on the real estate market as we head to a deep recession. And the honest opinion is I don't think real estate is really going to go down in price anytime soon. You see, a lot of people are mortgage free. Okay, you can see this chart right here. 40% of America does not have a mortgage on their home. The rest 30% have like sub 4% mortgages. Okay, so no one is leaving their house. No one is in a situation of foreclose. They will do everything in their power to keep their house. There definitely will be elevated foreclosures, but it'll be so isolated that it won't really have an impact on future property values in communities. With inflation expected to go up, home prices will likely also go up in some communities, or at best stay flat year over year. And don't forget, folks, demand is still very, very high, even in a high rate environment.
Very true. Very true.
Employment environment, demand is weirdly very high because we're just not building more homes. So all these dynamics prop up property values in the near term.
So there it is, people. Now you see, it kind of feels like we're getting pushed out on purpose. Kind of feels like this is all a big setup for something that we don't know nothing about yet. I don't know. I really want to dig deeper into this. I kind of want to come back and bring another video of this same topic, like a part 2, because I do feel like there is more to this. With that being said, I want to thank everybody who's tuned in with your boy, the one and only Qnillion. And hey, man, please comment below, like, share, subscribe. It all helps the channel. It all spreads the love. Like I always say in all of my videos at the end, it's time to work on yourself. It's time to get your finances in order. You need to get a savings. You need to get gold. You need to invest in silver. You need to invest in other assets that you can have. But hey, man, who am I? I'm just a simple messenger.